Chicago, we are 4 wins away from a Stanley Cup. And to kick off this episode, after what turned out to be a Game 7 between Montreal and New Jersey, it is time to find out just who we are going to play in the final. And the answer is Montreal. Hawks versus Habs for the Stanley Cup in 2027. Now, I have no idea what's going to happen if we win this, because for the most part with the franchise mode, it really is like, okay, once you win a title, the bloom's off the rose. The journey is more important than the destination in terms of rebuilding a team. So if we win this, I don't know where we're going to go from here. Whether or not we start something new or not, we'll see. I have a couple of different thoughts. I did see a lot of people still asking me to finish the Goon Squad, of course, and who knows, maybe we'll bring that back for a little bit. But we could also lose. That is a fact. We could very much lose this series, and the reason for that is we have seen this Montreal lineup over the years. We've been paying very close attention to this Habs lineup since season 1 because Connor Bedard went to Montreal. And this is what we are up against. A top line, my God, of Cole Caulfield, Kirby Dach, Yarosh Slavkovsky. Second line, Riley Kidney, who has developed into stud, really. He's so well-rounded, he just can't hit. He is next to Nick Suzuki and Connor Bedard. Yeah, he can't, his defense is, doesn't really hit, but everything else, he does it pretty well. It's not going to get any easier on the third line from the looks of it. Matthias Janmark alongside Boris Volkov, 4th overall pick 2 years ago, and Josh Waugh on the right. A fourth line of Vasily Podkolzin. I believe it's Joachim Kondolik. Pronunciation, who knows? And Brett Leeson. Their defense could make or break this series. And we know that Justin Barron is not there because they couldn't afford him. Because why not sign Noah Hannafin instead? Their top pairing is Noah Hannafin with Caden Gooley. Second pair, former Hawk Nick Bedan with Jordan Harris. And a third pair of Nikita Zadorov with former Hawk Caleb Jones. In goal, Jeremy Swayman and Dan Vladar. Boston Bruins of 2 years ago. David Gustafsson, actually. Emil Heineman and Nick Abruzzese are the healthy scratches. This is a toss-up. It is 100% a toss-up. Even if we were the better team on paper, I don't know if I'd be confident. Both teams have very strong offenses, some really solid two-way forwards to help out relatively solid defenses with decent goaltending. However, do we have decent goaltending? Due to injury, I'm not sure. Semyon Varlamov helped us seal that series at the end. He will get the chance in game number 1 over Jordan Binnington. Drew Commesso, as we saw, is out for another couple of days, returning June 4th. Of course, we don't know if he will be fully healthy at that point. So just how this plays out, I'm not sure. In terms of how the ratings compare, 88, 88, and an 84, whereas for them, 90, 84. I believe it was an 81. There are X factors aplenty in this matchup. So many factors that will decide this series, but it's time to start it. Game number 1 of the Stanley Cup Final. Will Montreal win for the first time in almost 35 years at this point? Or will we win for the first time in just 12? First period, and a 1-0 lead for the Habs, Cole Caulfield, because who else would it have been? Second period, we strike back. Lukowicz and Reichel, the third line, getting involved. We are getting outshot, but we do lead by 1 heading into the third period, but not for long because Kirby Dach is able to get that goal. A close game here. They are still heavily outshooting us. 7.5 to go. Could it be overtime in game number 1 of the Cup final? And yes, it is. And given that it is the Stanley Cup final, we're jumping in. If it goes to overtime, we jump in at this stage. And we see how it plays out, game 1 or not, because this is a special occasion, and we need to know. We need to know. Bell Center, the site. Game 1 of the Stanley Cup final in overtime. And a turnover. Here's Cole Caulfield. Caulfield centering feed and a crucial block there by Vorobyev. Slavkovsky still battling in front. And Seth Jones able to get it out. Here's Alex DeBrincat. Tries to move to the outside. Gets stapled to the boards. Caden Gooley who gets it now for Dach. No look past the Slavkovsky. Hands off to Caulfield. Tried to cut back. Gooley battling. Here's Jason Robertson. Numbers perhaps. Sends it over. Alex DeBrincat looking. Shot. Save. Rebound. It's in the back of the net. Alex DeBrincat wins game 1 for Chicago. It looked like an own goal, but it counts nonetheless, and we take game number 1 in this best of 7. How's that to start things off? The overtime hero. And it is Alex DeBrincat who's going to get credited for it right there. The shot, and indeed swept in by Noah Hanifin. And game 1 goes to the good guy as Chicago. We are 3 wins away from the Stanley Cup final. Of course, we don't get to see the 3 stars from here, but that's okay. I mean, why would you get to see the 3 stars at the end of a game? Ugh. Such an EA thing. ADB, our captain. My goodness. In terms of intrigue, though, this team wins. What the hell would I have done with the roster next is a very big question, but we might still get to answer it. Game number 2. Varlamov is still in. He is 3-0 as our goaltender to just completely jinx it. We go to the first period where we have a 3-1 lead. A hat trick from Vanainen. Nearly a natural hat trick. It was broken up by Cole Caulfield. But a 3-1 lead through the opening 20 minutes. Second period, make it 3-2. Caulfield gets another one. Caulfield, Vanainen. Kondolik gets a goal back. We are tied again. Power play chance goes to waste. 30 shots apiece, tie game. Another power play for us. And again, it goes to waste. 8.5 minutes to go. Could it be for the second game in a row? Maybe not. Seth Jones. No way. Vanainen gets a 4th. Seth Jones is the hero with 2 minutes and 11 seconds to go. We win both games on the road. Look at Vanainen and Fantilli. And look at us now. A 2-0 series. We're going to do this, aren't we? What am I going to do? What am I going to do? For those who check the description, we normally have my buddy Timo make these thumbnails. He's a busy guy right now. I don't know if I can request any work. If we were to have to start something new. I didn't want to have to start something new until the end of the NHL season so I could use my new updates, you know, the end of season updates and stuff like that for a new franchise. But man, there's special times when I call for special measures. I'm getting ahead of myself. Game number 3. Still no Drew Comesso. And even if he comes back, does he play? Because Varlamov is the man. First period of game 3 on home ice, 1-0. Alex DeBrincat. He's insane. Second period, 3-3. The offense explodes. A hat trick for ADB, but Bedard, Caulfield, and Volkov get Montreal back in it. We head to the third period tied. Not an unfamiliar situation to be tied in the early stages of the third period in the series so far as we waste a power play opportunity. Now we're halfway through the third. Goal for Connor Bedard. Gets another one. Lukowicz able to tie it. 1 minute and 11 seconds later. 3 minutes to go. Power play Chicago. Are we going to overtime for the second time in this series? Yes, we are. And if we win, we have a 3-0 series lead. And while we have seen teams blow that lead before, there just appears to be a magic about this club where I don't know if that's going to happen. Puck drop. Habs win the opening draw. We saw a quick winner in game one. Here's Doc. Slavkovsky can't hold on to it. There's Vorobyev. Jason Robertson throws one on, and a save there by Swayman. Good pressure here from Jason Robertson. Save against Swayman. Loose puck, scores! It's Alex DeBrincat. And a 3-0 series lead in the Stanley Cup final for the Chicago Blackhawks. Alex DeBrincat does it again. We have draft to glories, but now we have a DeBrincat to glory. I like how the flags glitched out, EA GG's. 2 overtimes in this series. 2 game winners for Alex DeBrincat. I mean, you can see the third stars there, of course, but who wants to watch the replay? Shout out to Maverick Bork. 4 goal. It's DeBrincat to glory. Oh my God, we are 1 win away. Drew Commesso is back, but he's the backup at best. We'll have him on the bench. But Semyon Varlamov is the guy right now. 5 for 5. And if he can make it 6 in a row, we will win the Stanley Cup. Game number 4 on home ice. Can we have a repeat of 2011? Excuse me, 2015. 2011 comes to mind by default. Oh, goodness. First period, scoreless. Maybe not scoreless. The score is 0-0. It's a goalless affair. Second period, still goalless. Who does this benefit? To be honest, I'm not sure. This is the last period of play that Montreal has promised this season. 13 minutes to go. We still await the first goal of the game. And this is going down to the wire. We have 5 minutes left in regulation. And it's at this stage that we're going to jump in, because there might just be a celebration in Chicago tonight. Montreal looking to force Game 5 back at home. And here we go. 4:59 on the clock. Our fourth line is out there. Halttunen takes the draw, loses it. Caleb Jones sends up ahead for Caulfield. Slavkovsky busts through the seam. Slavkovsky, he scores! Defense to offense, and Montreal strikes just seconds into the gameplay. Wow. If I lose this series, people will say, well, you shouldn't have jumped in until it actually went to overtime. Slavkovsky gives the Habs the lead. Still a long way to go. Here's Kirby Dach. His shot, rebound, scores! Cole Caulfield! And the Habs have completely stunned a sold-out United Center with 2 goals in a matter of moments. 2 goals in 15 seconds. Here's Alex DeBrincat. His shot blocked down by Swayman. Slavkovsky for Caulfield. Can't hold on. Vorobyev. And now Robertson over the line. Robertson, Maverick Bork shot. Kicked away by Swayman. Bork to DeBrincat. Back for Vorobyev. Seth Jones, his shot again kicked away by Swayman. Battle in the corner, Maverick Bork. Up the boards, Jones in front. Robertson tried to get to the forehand. And he couldn't get the shot away. Here comes Cole Caulfield, man, fresh off the bench. He hit the roadblock. Seth Jones. Tried the feed in front. Vanainen with Robertson. Hawks sent back into their own zone. Jones. Vorobyev up ahead to Fantilli. Really struggling to find a way through. Bedard, what a pass over to Nick Suzuki. Suzuki, kidney, save by Varlamov. But still, what a disastrous turn of events for us here. Second line will have the stamina advantage. Clean win, Slavkovsky. Shot gloved by Varlamov. The strength of Slavkovsky was on display as Kevin Korchinski simply couldn't unnerve him there. And Slavkovsky bulldozers his way through to get that shot off. Face-off win by Fantilli this time. Schneider for Ness. Ness to Fantilli, throws one on, saved again. Vanainen back to Fantilli, stepping in, blocked away. Ness. Back to Fantilli to the point. Korchinski, it's Schneider, deflection, saved by Swayman. Good opportunities, but Jeremy Swayman right now able to get it done. We send the 4th line out. Called the Halton, the 3rd line, excuse me. I was thinking 4th line because of Ludwinski, who wins this draw. Lashunov, Del Mastro, deflected glove save. Jeremy Swayman. The former Boston Bruins netminder standing on his head. Ludwinski against Doc. The face-off here one more time. This time Doc gets the better of him. Here's Jordan Harris. Albadan. Pressured, able to cut back. Slavkovsky able to drop back. Has this puck poked away. Doc, trouble at the line. Covered by Lucas Reichel. 3 minutes left in regulation for Game 4. Ludwinski finds its way to Reichel. Gains the line. Ludwinski tried to throw it on. Harris able to recover. Good hit there. Battled on. Slavkovsky gets away with it. Jordan Harris now stepping into the zone from Montreal. Harris across. Good save by Varlamov as again Slavkovsky able to get a shot on. 2.5 minutes to go. Is this the win that can propel Montreal back into the series here? Here's Connor Bedard for Suzuki. To the point, Gouli. Back for Bedard, looking. And a slash is called. Seth Jones is going to go to the box at the worst possible time. And a monumental task gets even more difficult as the PK unit has to make something happen here. Face-off one, Schneider. It goes back to Ness. Here's Adam Fantilli. Fantilli centers. Schneider saved by Swayman. Good defense to offense. Schneider tried to test him 5-hole. Swayman again just not having it. He is doing everything he can to win this game for the Habs, and he's 2 minutes away from doing it. Face-off win. Tom Wilson can't get the shot off. Good contact. Volkov's now. Possession of this puck, leading it up ice. Volkov centering feed. Good shoulder save there by Varlamov. Ethan Del Mastro, 2 minutes to go. Ludwinski circles around. Dumps that puck in. Badan gets run over. Still fighting somehow on his feet. Montreal able to get it out. Lashunov, great poke check. Del Mastro turns it over. Here's Volkov. Shot saved by Varlamov. But he is forced to cover. Did we blow it in those 15 seconds? Big face-off here for Kirby Dach. Can he get the win in the O-zone? Yes, he can. Kidney for Bedard. Suzuki to Bedard. Tried to throw a backhand on. Quick counterattack here for Chicago. Ness rattles that one around. Bedard able to recover. Quick out. Here's Nick Suzuki, the captain, shooting. Save Varlamov. Some horrific defense. What an opportunity for Nick Suzuki. 1:25 to go, and man, if they can score in 15 seconds, why can't we? Even shorthanded for another 57 seconds. Off the tie-up, Korchinski. Schneider, a little bit of trouble, trying to use the body to get it back. They do. Korchinski for Vanainen, he'll dump it in. Bedard recovers. Have Montreal avoided the sweep. Kidney, glove save. But another face-off in the defensive zone. If you thought the 2 goals were bad, Seth Jones' penalty certainly did not help. Again, there will forever be questions. What would have happened if we didn't jump in? Good block there. Caulfield shot. Loose puck. Lashunov bumped off by Kondelik. Caulfield fast on his skates. Lavkovsky back to Bedard. Look at these guys go to work. Caulfield shot. Another save by Varlamov. We are still on the kill. 41 seconds left in this game. Jones should be out of the box in a matter of seconds. 13 to be exact. Or less. Face-off win, but it's to an open corner. Kidney recovers. Doc, Bedard, that one deflected. Good save. Suzuki battling. Vorobiev has it. Not much time left here for the Hawks. Here's Lucas Reichel. Tried to throw one on, missed wide. Suzuki to Caulfield. 20 seconds to go. The Montreal Canadiens. Glove save Varlamov, but, well, we already know it. The Montreal Canadiens are going to stave off elimination. We are going to game number 5. Opportunity to win it on home ice. Falls to the wayside. Another win. Here's Jason Robertson, head of steam. Jason Robertson, he scores! 8 seconds to go. But an incredible transition from Jason Robertson ruins the shutout of Jeremy Swayman. Is there time? Another goal for Robertson. 8.2 on the clock. Face-off one, turned over. Here's Jason Robertson, shot on, saved. Loose puck recovered by Hanifin. And it was a glimpse. But only that, as Montreal survives and wins a wild Game 4 by the score of 2-1. Forcing Lord Stanley's Cup to take another trip over the border into Montreal. A really, really heartbreaking loss there. What a chance. What a chance that was for us, but those 2 goals. Varlamov did so well with the exception of those 2 goals. That rebound goal right there was a killer as well. Just simply can't happen. We saw Jeremy Swayman's rebound control was on point. 46 shots for the Habs to get it done. And we go to game 5. At least one more game in this series. Varlamov stays in for game number 5. Let's make sure of it because auto-rotate might still be on. It's not. Good. Wanted to make sure. Here we go. Cup is back in the building. Montreal trying to force a game 6 back in Chicago. First period and a 2-1 lead. Connor Bedard started off the scoring, but it's Maverick Bourque and Jason Robertson. 2-1 scoreline. Second period, make it 4-3. Robertson again. Slavkovsky and Bedard to tie it, but a short-handed goal from Paul Ludwinski is the difference maker as we head to the third period, and the Habs are down by 1. Make it 2. The captain scores again. Power play from Montreal. That one's killed off, but Connor Bedard gets a goal. It's 5-4. 8.5 to go. Will there be another goal before the closing moments? 3:17 to go. And you know what we have to do when the cup is in the building. It's worked in our favor. It's gone against us. You never know what's going to happen. But we're going to watch it play out one more time. Here we go. 3:23 on the clock. And a 1-goal lead for Chicago. Can the Habs do it again? Joshua up ahead for Volkov. Spins away from the pressure. Volkov steps in. Good save. The elite edges of Volkov paying off, helping him get a shot there. It was a good stop by Semyon Varlamov, the veteran. Never expected to say at the beginning of the season that we'd be in the Stanley Cup final with a chance to win it, thanks to Semyon Varlamov. But here we are. Big face-off. Again, Doc, so good on the draw. Gouli, a little bit of trouble. Gets it to Hanifin. Caulfield, Slavkovsky, loses it to Vorobyev. Here goes Robertson. The move. Robertson can't get the shot off clean. He's going to win the puck back, though. Robertson for Bourque. A little bit of trouble, Maverick. Bourque trying to get it. Robertson backhand on was blocked. Now it's Caulfield for Montreal. Trying to make moves as well to open up a lane. It's just not there. Vorobyev around the back of the net. Up ahead one more time. It's Jason Robertson. Robertson looking. Centering feed intercepted by Caulfield. To bring it back to Robertson. Tried to catch Swayman. Adjusting, but simply could not fool him. But that one was labeled, and there it is. I wanted to say it's been a long time since that cup's been in that building, but, well, Tampa-Montreal was a cup final not all that long ago. As weird as that is to still think about. Here we go. Fantilli against Doc. Fantilli entered the season supposed to be our #1 center. Maverick Bourque took that job. It's part of the reason as to why, as Doc wins another face-off. Slavkovsky now. Trying to weave his way through. Korchinski, trouble with the big body. Bumps him off, though. Schneider for Fantilli. Good poke check there. Jordan Harris. Harris one more time. 2:13 to go. Harris for Doc. Bit of space. Kidney gets it towards goal. And Varlamov had a little bit of trouble. He was able to make the save. You know what? We got to go. And we got to go with guys where even if they're more tired, we need our best players on the ice. Suzuki on the draw against Fantilli. And a face-off win. Trouble for Vorobyev, though. Ness trying to get it away. Finally does. Here's Vanainen. Work to the outside. Couldn't shake the defense. Here's Seth Jones. Nowhere for him to go. We're really struggling in the O-zone. Good pressure by Fantilli. Here's Bedard. Of course, Fantilli and Bedard end up in a cup final against one another. Kidney with trouble. Fantilli all effort right now. Suzuki for Harris. Poked away on the back check by Fantilli. Ness. That forward pass doesn't quite go. But Dan battling. Gets the best of it. 1:20 to play. Jordan Harris looking. Shot, save, rebound, poked away. Volkov battling with Jones. 1:10 on the clock. Joshua can't hold on to it. Jones again has it. Vorobiev with trouble. Fed up ahead. Alex DeBrincat. He's got a bit of space. DeBrincat tries the inside outside. Still in possession. ADB shot, rebound handled. And here we go. Puck dumped in. 50 seconds left. Robertson helped out by the captain DeBrincat. I love saying that. Up ahead, Maverick Bork. Can't get it to go through. Volkov stripped of the puck by DeBrincat. Robertson loses it to Janmark. 35 seconds left. The Habs need to get the extra attacker out there, but they're struggling too. Caden Gooley for Volkov. Up ahead, it's Janmark, taken away by Schneider. 22 to go. Lukowicz for Ludwinski. Ludwinski circles back to the point, intercepted by Caulfield off the bench. 13 seconds. Cole Caulfield weaving through. That pass off the mark to Doc. Bedan for Caulfield. Back to Kirby Doc. It's blocked. Braden Schneider clears the zone. The Chicago Blackhawks have won the Stanley Cup. 2027. And Chicago's back on top of the mountain.
They deserve the trophy, and I never got to lift it. I look at them and I go, man,
5 games over Montreal, and the job is done. Who'd have thought that we'd be here, and how could we ever possibly trade him? Your Conn Smythe winner, Alex DeBrincat, and DeBrincat, whatever you prefer, whatever he prefers. ADB, the Brindacat, as people meme. Steve Dangle podcast. I never would have guessed we'd win a cup this early, man, but drafting went very, very well. We were able to wheel and deal. We brought in Jason Robertson as the blue confetti falls. And Alex DeBrincat will raise the cup in Montreal. Job done. I can't believe that. What are we going to do? This is the first time I've gotten to do this. Who should raise it next? Let's be honest. Semyon Varlamov should raise it next. We don't get to this point without Semyon Varlamov doing what he did, stepping in. Binnington didn't make the most of it. Varlamov, the veteran netminder, gets the cup next, as he should. Again, he was phenomenal from there. We'll throw it over to Seth Jones. Why not? Why not throw it over to Seth Jones? He might not be the greatest defenseman on earth like a lot of old hockey men like to think that he is, but he's still a very good player and very good for us. Seth Jones, a Stanley Cup champion, and no doubt Jason Robertson is up next. Maybe should have even gotten it sooner than that. Our boy, our ringer. Will he only be here for this season? I don't know. As we might just continue on to see how many we could possibly win. But Jason Robertson and company, your new Stanley Cup champions in 2027. Through injuries to our starting goaltender, through a captaincy change, and a Stanley Cup victory at that. I do have to mute the music behind this because, as I learned from my good buddy Snipe and Score Productions, the music they play right here is actually copywritten. So, GG's, but there it is. A beautiful logo, a beautiful cup. Jordan Pennington's name is next. I mean, I guess it is alphabetical. But Alex DeBrincat, the captain, on the cup for 2026-27. Of course, I kind of hate that Colorado's there on the side, but hey, it is what it is. It's still, they tried. And we tried. As we win the Stanley Cup in 5 games in what, our 5th season? You got to figure 22, 23, 23, 24, 25, 26, 26, 20. Jesus, we won it in 4 years. Did we really just win that cup in 4 years? How? How have we already won? As the Iowa Wild went on to win the Calder Cup, how have we already won? Insanity. DeBrincat and Robertson, Fantilli really stepped up. So did Roger Lukowich. And again, he was one of the reasons why I'm like, well, DeBrincat or Robertson have to go because we don't want to stifle Roger Lukowich. This guy's clutch, man. We can't condemn this guy to be a third liner. You got to see if he can just take off. Vanainen as well. The younger guys played out of their skulls. It was really that the fourth line, like Wilson and Haltonen, did not work together at all. And then Drew Commesso. Man, he did well. And then he went down to injury. It's not even showing Varlamov. I don't know if he's hurt or what the deal is. But that is another season in the books. A Stanley Cup championship. One that isn't tarnished by the actions, or dare I say, the inactions of anybody else. It's just a Stanley Cup victory. And honestly, I think we have to keep going. Like I said, I know in some ways the bloom comes off the rose when you win with a team, especially early. But this team might be something special. It's been a while since we've had a team that's been able to consistently win. I don't know what we're going to do with Robertson or DeBrincat for that matter. Robertson's deal is up. He does want to come back. Oh my God, he'll give us a pretty sweetheart deal too for Jason Robertson. You know, I think we have some tough decisions this offseason. I want to hear from you guys. What do you think? Do you want to see this, still go? I have some other ideas, of course, that are in the pipeline that might be moved up a little bit sooner now. Time will tell. But how are we feeling after a victory such as that? And you know what? We got to show off the numbers for Semyon Varlamov. Look at that. Look at that. King shit right there. To be able to do that, step in. Who needs high-rated goaltenders? And a reminder, in the system, some of the talent that we have, including Hull, who's going to be an NHLer next year after 46 goals, Panayi, Colborne, we are stacked. Should we continue? I want to hear from you guys. Let me know what you think. I'll see you very soon, one way or another. Check out the second channel, by the way. Link in the description for some NCAA college football revamped franchise, some MLB The Show content, Tukey Steak Podcast, YouTube as well, wherever podcasts can be heard. Twitch.tv/Tukey24 every single night. All the plugs are there. I simply can't believe it. 2027 Stanley Cup champions.